2, 1. Okay. Welcome to the first episode of Boba and Dance Podcast. Woo! So I'm Leslie, and I think there's a lot of cool dancers I know, and we love Boba and T. Well, this is just T. Funky Jessy here.
Hi.
Is one of my coolest friends. She's the leader of the locking community here in Seattle, and so also she helped me with the idea of the name for Boba and Dance. Yeah. So she's our first guest.
Yeah, the first guest.
Yeah. So the whole point of Boba and Dance Podcast is to talk with friends who dance over Boba and tea. And yeah, find out more about them with dance and other stuff.
My name is Jessica, aka Funky Jessy. I'm a locking dancer. This is my living room. I put makeup on for this podcast. Took me half an hour.
Yeah. She's also known as Mama Jessy because she's like the mom of our community. She takes good care of us. And also, she has like 4 cats. Let's grab one of them.
This is the dumb one.
This is the dumb one, Kiwi.
Emily promised me to adopt her.
Ooh.
So I'm waiting for Emily to adopt her.
Okay.
Because she's so dumb.
So
I don't want her in my house.
The other one behind you over there.
This one. Do you see?
Maybe so. Yeah.
This is Kilo. Kilo is the smartest cat in the house. And everybody loves her.
Yes. First, what are we drinking today?
I got the grapefruit lily with honey drink. 30% sugar, 30% ice.
I got the mango and orange DD tea. This is from Maku Tea. They should sponsor us. No. They're a Taiwanese bubble tea place that opened recently. They're mostly known for their fruit tea. It's really, really good. And they're partnered with Snoopy stuff too. How did you get into dance?
I started dancing when I was in high school.
What styles of dance have you tried before you discovered locking?
So I did a little bit of locking in high school, along with hip hop, jazz funk, house. I think that's it. It was a local studio back in China, and when street dance was not even popular, so they just rented. They're kind of doing the same thing as we do. Like they rent like a time slot in a gym, and we just go to the gym, and they have different classes every day. And I started wearing baggy clothes.
In my baggy jeans.
My friends like it. But whatever. Yeah, and then I did that for like a year and a half or 2 years. I forgot. So I kind of got my foot in a little bit of everything. And then I went to college. I did a little bit locking there too because I had a friend who did locking. For like 1 semester or something, and then school got busy. And then I came to the US, transferred in college to the US. And then I was in Oklahoma, Tulsa. Nobody was doing street dance there. So I was kind of just didn't do anything. I did follow a YouTube channel that did a little bit of choreo there because they post tutorials and stuff. But then just work got busy. And then until I moved to Seattle, pandemic happened. I'm like, sitting in the house every day, like eating and sitting and sleeping and eating. Probably need some exercise. So I started to search for dance studios and stuff, and then that's where I started dancing. And in Seattle, and then met everybody, and then met Alina, my locking husband. And then she also met Blue, Lazy Blue at around the same time, so we started to take classes from him.
Shout out to our original LZB founder. LZB stood for Lazy Blue, but now it's just Let's Bounce. Growing locking community.
Yeah.
We're at the 2-year mark, generally, about ish. No, well.
If you talk about LZB community.
Oh, we're at the official 1-year mark.
1 year mark, yeah.
But with Blue, it was
Blue,
like 2
more than 2
ish.
years.
Yeah, more than 2 years. Yeah. But we've grown so much. Woo. We've brought so many legends, the OGs here, as well as new people who are awesome. Would you care to name a few of your favorites, guests that we've had in Seattle?
Oh. Every one of them.
Name a bunch.
I mean, first of all, Tonygogo. Leaving.
See y'all next time.
And then Sis, awesome. She just romancing my video, which is yeah, and then we had people from Vancouver, great dancers like the Hiroki, and Hugo, and we had Brad.
Shout out to Portland. Shout out to Vancouver.
And Kitty from Portland. We also had Lock Static when he was still living in Seattle. So,
Yeah.
And then last month we had Chris Kaku, also from Seattle.
Our local popping legend.
Poppy.
But he also does locking.
And then we also had Maverick, although he doesn't lock, but he taught a workshop about battling.
Yeah.
So that helped us a lot.
So we've had many awesome dance legends and friends here teach in Seattle. But we know you have a certain 2 favorites. Can you tell us more about them?
Yeah, Tonygogo is my #1 favorite. I love him. I wish I could still dance when I'm at his age. Yeah.
He did a crazy backspin. Also, he's like 70 years old. OG of
OG
locking.
of locking.
Yeah.
And then his personality is just great. He connected with every one of us. When you talk, he listens. And when you ask, he gives you advices.
Yeah.
It's just very inspiring. And I feel like he evolves his dance along the time. It's not like, oh, I'm the OG locker. What I do is locking, and you should all copy me. It's not like that. His dance evolves throughout the time, and then he told us he's recently trying to integrate tap dance into locking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's very different.
Yeah. Just he's still like learning, absorbing, and still studying.
Yeah, studying, learning, growing. Yeah.
And like he's improving his dance, even though he's one of the first lockers, and he created some like original locking moves, and everybody's looking at him like that, and he's still studying and learning and improving every day. So yeah, it's gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like Locker Z from Talk to Me Dad. I think she does locking in a different way, and her style is also mixed with other styles, I would say. But you still see very strong locking in her dance, and then she shows off her own personality in her dance, which is, I think, is what I want to do. It's like you're you, and your dance represents you.
Yeah.
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 And hopefully we'll get Locker Z to Seattle in October this year, but we're still working on it. We're still working on it.
Secret upcoming. But long story short, it was awesome meeting Tonygogo. He's just so nice, and he's just able to teach us and hang out with us afterwards and eat and everything. So yeah, if you guys ever get any opportunities to dance with the OGs of any style, doesn't have to be locking, do the research, find them, meet them if you can. They have so much knowledge, especially the ones that really want to keep learning too. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. And then also, you know, Locker Z. We both at different times went to Korea, but she like hung out with her several times. I took two classes. I got off the plane, went to class, took one, and later on in a week or so, I took another class. Yeah, super fun. I think she's super duper nice. I definitely want to take her class again. Yeah. So anybody in Korea, take Locker Z. Yeah. And then we also, quick shout out, my favorite locker is Punch Bunny, another South Korean locker. Yeah. So I went there, took one of her like privates with like 4 other students. Yeah. And then we got like Korean pizza afterwards.
Why do you like Punch Bunny?
I like Punch Bunny for me just because she's she seems to have a lot of, I mean, this is a similarity between all these great lockers. They just seem to have a lot of fun. So they're always smiling, laughing. Because I come from a K-pop background, and she just mixes in like K-pop and locking together really well. So yeah, I took a few of her classes in her privates. You know, it was just really nice to meet her and learn more about where she came from and how she keeps wanting to do more and more. So I hope I can learn more foundation in locking and other foundational styles to incorporate into choreography, which is my general dance. It's like general choreography. Yeah. So, yeah. So back on more specific locking, we have our LZB sessions Thursdays at All That Dance. Follow us on IG, LZB_locking. And then we also have our team, Zen Funk. Yeah. Kind of started by a friend Alina and Jessica, kind of together. There's a bunch of us and we train to train and sometimes perform and be happy.
Yeah.
So generally we are having fun a lot, but we also want to train to get better and hopefully expand overall community. You know, always hang out with Portland and Vancouver, Pacific Northwest. Yeah, and reaching out even more. And Jessica, who's our special guest coming at the end of June? Ooh.
Oh yeah, so we're having, where should I start? So we've been like fundraising and save money, right? So like every session we charge people $5. Now it's 5 to 15 sliding scale. And then we pay for the rent. We hope to have a little buffer so like if we don't have enough people, we'll still be able to pay the rent. But we're just, luckily we have been able to cover the rent. So we're just saving like $20, $30 every time. And then people are just fundraising, like we started selling merch. And now on every t-shirt we make $5 and we save those money. And on my birthday I also did fundraising. We saved like, we raised $150. And then we did, Alina and I did Locking 101 and we raised like $500-$600. But like over the past one whole year, we saved enough money to buy one international flight ticket. So we're like, okay, how are we gonna use this money? You know, we can buy a fancy speaker for our session, or we can, you know, host an event or something. But everybody, like, it's been brought up to me, and I actually have met this locker in person. Yeah, his name is Beigao from Taiwan. It's a really good locker and a really good all-style dancer. Like, he does house, he does popping, hip-hop, everything.
Yeah, he's legendary, guys. Check out his videos. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then apparently he's very famous in Asia. I've met him personally last year in Shenzhen around this time.
That's why she's so good now.
Oh, I only took half of his class.
Wait, what?
I was regretting so hard because there were 2 workshops. I paid for 2, but towards the end of the first one, I got so tired and I wasn't feeling very well. So the second one was big outs, and I only took half, and I had to leave because I wasn't feeling very good. Yeah, so we're gonna fly big out from Taiwan, and I'm working with San Francisco, Vancouver, and Toronto. So the 4 cities, we're gonna have a tour.
North
workshop.
American tour. What?
Yeah, and he's gonna judge the battle in Portland, end of June.
Ooh. So many exciting things.
Exciting!
So shout out, that's around my birthday. Woo! Thanks!
I think it's around your birthday, Alex's birthday, and no, not for Emily, but not Emily's birthday, but Emily is number 1 big fan.
Yeah, our friend Emily, or Emila, is the biggest fan of Big Al. She stayed up all night looking at videos and stuff. But yeah, so thanks for contacting him and bringing Big Al here. We'll be super excited. Yeah, so we always have these special pop-ups, sometimes with our local friends, sometimes with special super awesome guests from elsewhere. So follow LZB Lucky on Instagram, and then stay tuned for even more. Woo!
Woo!